Well, my daughter is about my second daughter is about 5 months old. We need to move from Colorado to Houston because my husband got a job offer at University of Houston, and um, the moving process is of course hard for me because at that time I suffer both physical pain and also mental health issue. And at that time, actually, it's more than just my feet, and it's also my knees, my hips, my back, shoulders, and my fingers, and headache, stomachache. Um, I didn't even was able to hold my daughter, my newborn daughter, because it's so painful. And if I bend over something on the floor, bend over, it's hard to um, stand up. And that's how bad it was. But we decided we're gonna drive from Colorado to Houston, and also because I barely drive before at that time and to that point. When I share with friends and families, relatives, they all think I'm crazy. I have a reason why I do this, and why I believe that God is with me. I'm be fine, but I probably will share in another video because it doesn't really make sense here. And but after we moved to Houston, I already graduated. So the next question of my life is, God, what's your plan for my next season of life? Do you want me to go find a job, or do you want me to stay at home, or something else between? So I prayed and prayed and prayed. There's still no answers until I found I'm pregnant again. It's just a surprise because I'm still breastfeeding, and my second daughter, was only 6 months old, and when I found out she's 8 months old, but I got pregnant when she was 6 months old. It's a big surprise, and actually, my parents and my parents-in-law, they are not happy. Um, because we already have our first daughter so hard, and second one, and my physical and mental health was so bad, and now we have another one, and it put myself in such a risk that they are really don't want me to have this baby. But both my husband and I, we insisted that every life is from God. If God thinks it's a good time, then it's a good time. If God gave it to us, then we should accept it. And also, for me, it's kind of an answer to one of my prayers that I prayed for months, that I should not go find a job and I should stay at home. Because at that time, I have a daughter who has a lot of doctor appointments and I have a lot of therapist visits and those kind of things. And I have my physical and mental issue. I have another pregnancy. I don't think I can find a job that can offer me all those. And also if I pursue my career, I should be a postdoc. But that job is really hard. It asks for a lot of physical and mental energy. Uh, so I cannot. Yeah, it's much wise that I stayed at home. But when I told my parents, they have such a hard time to accept it, because I was born in a house that is less smaller than a bedroom. It's like 60 square feet is about that, and it's a very small town, underdeveloped small town, and my parents just have one daughter, and I'm their only hope. They got me to the best high school I could ever go to, and then the top three university in China, and then I go outside to the U.S. I'm the first one who go abroad to get a degree, and they're so proud of me, and they expect me to have a great job, a great life. So it's so hard for them to accept that not just I have lost my physical health, my mental health, and then I lost my career. But I do. But what I told them is that I'm not just a sacrifice for my family and my children. I'm also protecting myself. And because at that time they're still not Christian, and they still don't want to believe, don't want to hear about this God, because they think God is so mean to me. And so if I told them this gospel, it doesn't help. So instead, I told them I think is protecting me, because with all those conditions and all those burdens on my plate, if I have applied a job, I'm killing myself, to be honest. So whether they're happy or not, I just made my decision that I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom to take care of my kids and take care of the family. Um, and also at that time, I started to, for my depression and anxiety, it goes down the hill, to be honest. And so I started to see the psychologist, because I'm breastfeeding and I got pregnant. So of course I don't want to start medication. So I started to talk with the psychologist. I found one who speaks Chinese, which is my first language, and also she's a Christian. Of course, that helped me a lot, and also started to gradually understand some of the dynamics and before the sin. And also at that time, I started to have a hard time with a lot of my childhood memories. And on next video, I will share a little bit more about what the depression really is, and why it's so why it's so, how to say this, devastating and so bad to have depression, and it is so much more than just to have a bad mood and depressed.